I'm here with Dave after a fairly convincing win for all the shot and fleet. How do you think it went today, mate?
Yeah, it went well.
Yeah.
There was lots of things that we've been working on in training that we've seen from the game we had last week that we adjusted for, and it really showed in the second half. Our defence was a lot better, and just needed to control the wind a little bit more.
Yeah. So obviously you scored quite a few tries, a few penalties. You missed all but one. No, you scored all but one kick today, didn't you? Pleased with that performance?
Yeah, very happy. Happy. Something I pride myself on is getting as close to 100% as possible, and as the one I missed was almost straight in front. So,
funnily enough, after speaking to you after the game, I think everyone's perception of how you were playing, from people I was talking to, was that you had an absolute belter. When I spoke to you, you were a bit like you weren't quite happy. You were thinking about the bits that maybe you didn't do quite right. How much of that kind of plays into your thinking week on week, and does that maybe drive you to do better because that's what you focus on?
I'm never happy, ever in my life am I happy with how I play. I missed way too many tackles. There was a couple of kicks that I would expected to, of 50-22s that I would have expected to have just nudged out, that went dead. There's a lot of work on from today.
Brilliant. Well, I mean, I always think, the best players generally are the ones who look at the areas they need to improve. Also, I can't let you get away with talking about that moment of brilliance you had down in the corner down there, Dave. I know you're probably quite a humble, modest bloke, but you managed to keep the ball in. Lovely little sort of offload that, Semi Radjaranja probably would have been proud of. Your flanker went on to score a try. You must be proud of that moment.
Yeah, very happy. I wasn't expecting to either keep it in or B, get the pass off to Jack on the inside to run it in. So it was a moment of I'm just going to do it and see what happens. Yeah.
So you mentioned the wind. Obviously, it sort of picked up as the game went on. We've had all sorts of weather today. We've had some rain. We've had some sun. We've had some, gale force winds at times. How much do you have to adjust? How much did you have to adjust throughout the game based on the kicking conditions?
Quite a lot. The wind does tend to just either swirl. It always comes in this direction, but it does. Sometimes it can be a little bit stronger. They can gust quite hard here, but you just have to see what's in front of you. Fortunately enough, I'm fairly comfortable from inside the opposition's half with my kick for a penalty or a conversion, so it's just working out how much I've got to put on it to make sure it gets there.
Brilliant. So obviously it was a fairly emphatic win for you boys today. Did you expect to have that much of a? Because obviously we saw Crowthorne come out pretty strong at the start. Their centres were getting a bit of luck with their line breaks, weren't they? Did you expect the game to go as well as it did?